Hi everybody, welcome back to YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to solve weekly contest 278. 278 problem number 2. Problem number 2 says that all division with the highest score in a binary array. So basically this problem is a slightly modification of next greater element or next smaller element like thing. No, it is not that much, but little bit the intuition come from these things like next greater element or next smaller element. So let's understand what is the problem statement. So we have given a array, okay? We have given an array. Suppose the array is this, and it is also given that array has binary array like array element is only 0 and 1. So we have to divide this array. We have to divide this array such that we have to make a score. A score, and a score is defined as we have to divide array in left and right part. Okay, see, let's first read the problem statement. You are given a zero index binary nums of length n. Nums can be divided at index I. The nums array is divided at index I. Index I is vary from 0 to n. Okay, into two array of name left and right. Nums left has all the element of nums between 0 and I minus 1. So it is given that if we divide any array at index I, suppose if I take the index of this value 1, 2, 3, 4, if array I is divided at index 1, it means that the left sub array contain this section and right sub array contain this section. It means that in left sub array we didn't include the ith position, what in the right sub array we include ith position to n minus 1. Okay, if I is equal to 0, if we divide the array at index this position, it means that left sub array is empty and the right sub array contain all element. And if the I is at this position, okay, so I it at this position, then left sub array left sorry I is at n position. N is here because n is given as 4, size of the array is 4. If divide at this position, then left sub array contain these element and right sub array is empty. And the division score defined as the sum of the number of zeros in the left. Basically it says that if we divide array at index this like 0, 1, 2, 3, then whatever the values in whatever the number of occurrence of 0 in the left sub array plus the number of occurrence in the right sub array, sum of those. So suppose if we divide the array at index 1, then the left sub array contain this much portion. So the number of zeros in left portion is 1 and number of sub array in the right side is 1. So the score is defined as in the left sub array count the number of zeros occur and in the right sub array count the number of ones occur. So left zeros is 1 and right 1 is 1, so score is 2. So here we understand if we divide at index 0, okay, then what happens if we divide at index 0, then left sub array contain nothing and right sub array contain all the element. So number of zeros in the left sub array is 0, so zeros score is 0, and number of element in the right array is 1, because in the right portion we count the number of ones, so number of ones is 1, so a score is 1. Okay, if I divide array at index 1, at index 1, this index is 1, so left subarray contain this portion and right subarray contain this portion. So number of zeros in the left portion is 1, so here a score is 1, and number of ones in the right portion is 1, so a score here also 1, so total score is 2. And if I divide the array at index this portion, that is 2, then what happens? Left subarray contain this much element and right subarray contain this much element. So number of zeros in the left portion is 2 and number of ones in the right portion is 1, because in the right we include the ith element as well. So the total score is 3, sum of both left and right. If I divide array at index this portion, then the left portion is this much and right portion is this much. So number of zeros in the left portion is 2 and number of ones in the right portion is 0, because no one is present in the right portion, so this is 0, total score is 2. Okay, if I divide array at index n, then the left subarray contain this portion and right subarray contain nothing. So number of zeros in the left portion is 3 and right one is 0, so the total score is 0. Sorry, 3. Okay, so in this question we have to return the index of the maximum score. So maximum score occur at this position, this position if we divide array at 2 position and at 4th position. So we have to return the index of both maximum score we get. Okay, so I hope you guys understand the problem statement, that what is the problem statement. Let's try to understand how to approach this problem. So the first approach is that if we have given an array, then for any particular index, if I wanted to know that how many zeros occur in the left or how many ones occur in the right. So we, for every index we check this portion and we check this right portion. So for every n index we run a loop n times, so the overall time complexity is big of n square. But in this question the constant is that we have size of the array is 10 to the power 5. It means that if we try to submit any approach that is big of n square, then it gives the TLE error. So try to minimize this approach. So for minimization we have to think about pre-calculation of number of zeros and number of ones, because if you are not pre-calculate, then the complexity is not reduced. So what I did, suppose we pre-calculate the occurrence of 1 and zeros of the array, then it may possible that we get that result. Okay, so for pre-calculating the occurrence of zeros and 1, then what I did, suppose the given array is say 0 0 1 0 and the division occur at nth position as well. So what I did, the occurrence of zeros, if I take the zeros occurrence array, so what I did, if we are at this index, then we check this portion. It means that at the 0 index there are no left element exists. So at the 0 index, there are no element exists, so there are zeros array lie in the left of this portion. And if I consider these things at index, so 0 1 2 3 4, this is the index. If I check the index number 1, and if I take the 0 array, then see how many zeros occur to the left of 1. So number of occurrence of 0 is 1, so put here 1. If I wanted to divide at this position, then see number of occurrence, how many times 0 occur in the left subarray. So the 0 occur 2 times, this one and this one, so take 2 here. And if I wanted to divide the array at this position, then number of occurrence of zeros in the left subarray is 2. And if I wanted to divide this portion, then if I want to divide this portion, then see this section, that how many zeros occur in the left section. So this is 3. So our zeros are array look like this portion, like 0 1 2 2 3. Okay, and if I count the number of ones, pre-calculate the count of number of ones as well. So we take 1. So we calculate, we check the right subarray. So it is better to go through the left. So at index n, that is 4, there is no any element contained in the right subarray, so it is denoted as 0. If I wanted to divide the array at this position, then check at this portion number of ones containing on the right side, so it is 0. If I wanted to divide at this position, so number of array to the right containing 1 is 1, because the right portion include the ith element as well. If I wanted to calculate this, if I wanted to divide the array at this position, the number of ones to the right is 1, and if I wanted to divide at this position, the number of element to the right is also 1. So we get the zeros count in the left and ones count in the right. So now what I did, so, take a temp that contain the sum of the zeros and one to the both section, both part, like left and right. So if I take the sum, then it gives the 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3. We take the sum of zeros and 1 in this section. So we have to find the maximum number of occurrence, maximum number of a score we get. So here the maximum number of a score is 3. Again, we traverse this temp array and check which index 3 occurs. So this 3 occur at index 2 and 3 occurs at index 4. So we have to return these things 2 and 4. So I hope you guys understand that how to solve this problem. So first we calculate the if we divide the array at any ith position, then in the left portion we calculate the how many times 0 occur. This is stored in the 0th array, and in the 1th array, if I divide the array at ith position, then how many times 1 occur in the right portion including the ith. So we keep that in the ones array, and in the temp array what I did, take the sum of both the things and check the what are the maximum score we get. So the maximum score is 3, and again iterate the loop and check in at which index that maximum occurs, so we return that index. Okay, I hope you guys understand the problem very well. So now I can show you the code that how we approach this problem. So see, the code is this. Okay, so code, whatever I so in the approach I did all the things. Okay, so first we take the size of the nums. Okay, and after that we take a vector that contain the occurrence of 0 in the left portion, and it is also notice that take the size of n plus 1, because if the size is like 1 2 3 4, here the size is 4, so we divide the array at 4 position, so the index is 0 1 2 3. So division occur at this one, this one, this one, this one, and this position as well. That is why we increase the size of n plus 1. Okay, so initially at 0th index, if I am at 0th index, so we take this portion, so this portion doesn't have any left subarray, so we take the 0 here, and this is the variable take to count the number of zeros in the left portion. Okay, so for this it is better to take these cases like 0 0 1 0. Okay, so we can understand as well 0 0 1 0. Okay, so 0 0 1 0, this is the array. Okay, so yeah, so and this is a 0 array. So in this is the index and this is the 4, we take this one as well. Okay, so if we are at 0 index, then we are at 0 index, then there is no left existence of element, so we put here 0. Okay, and iterate the loop from I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0 and I less than n till here. And if the nums of I is equal to 0, so check nums of I is equal to 0, then increase z plus plus and put this value at the I plus 1th position, put that value at I plus 1th position, that is put here 1. Again we come here and check, yeah, it is equal to 0, then increase z plus plus. Now z plus is equal to 2, and put the 2 here. Similarly, not equal, then put here at 0. Similarly, 0, then put 3 at here. Similarly, we take one that contain the occurrence of the 1 to the right of the subarray. Take the value 1, count is 0, and if we are at this index, we take 1. If we are at this index, then the occurrence in the right section, there is no any right subarray, so we take the 0. And if we are at here, we iterate the loop from n minus 1 to 0, and if we get 1, here we not get 1, so this is 0. We get 1, then put here 1, we 1 1. So this is the one array, and after that we take a temp array. Temp array, what a store? Temp array store the sum of the both the array. So sum of the array is 1 2 3 2 3 3. So this much I will do, and after that calculate the max element in the temp. This is a built-in function in vector C++. So we did like that, and in the maxi variable, we get the 3. Okay, and after that we again traverse this loop, this array, and check at which index 3 occurs. So 3 occur at index 2, then push 2 in the answer vector, and also occur at index 4, then push it in the 4 in the answer vector, and after that return the answer. So if you try to submit this code, then you will easily successfully submitted. So let's try to see whether this is true or not. So yeah, it's giving correct result, and again try to submit for all the test cases, then you will give the accepted. Let's try to wait. There is a network issue. Yeah, it's accepted. I hope you guys understand this problem. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching the video.